We're able to speak now to our correspondent, Gulliver Cragg. He's standing by in the village of Omutinsi, which lies roughly 250 kilometres from the Ukrainian capital. Gulliver, first of all, the president of Ukraine says the fighting overnight has been, in his words, brutal. What more can you tell us?
Well, it does seem like the attacks have continued overnight on numerous Ukrainian cities, Kiev, of course, being the prime target. People there spent the night in basements in the metro, so that's a fourth night in the metro for many people in Kiev. Kharkiv, as I think you were already saying, has seen fighting in the streets in the city, but in Kiev it does seem to be only small groups of Russian forces have managed to enter certain areas of the city. They haven't managed to get into the capital with a large group of soldiers. There's this also attack at Vasilkiv, where the oil depot was on fire, and I'm hearing reports from Kiev that you can smell that from the center of the capital, so a terrible air hangs in the city. But nevertheless, I think the feeling this morning among Ukrainians is that it wasn't as bad as they had feared, and that the resistance does seem to be working. And little by little, there is a little bit of optimism creeping in as reports surface of Russian soldiers appearing extremely demoralized, often very young and not very clear what they were being sent to do and what their purpose was there, of their vehicles running out of fuel and things like that. I mean, it's hard to know in the fog of war just how mass a phenomenon this is, because obviously Ukrainian media will seize on any reports of that thing and it gets very much amplified. But there does seem to be a sense that this offensive is not going as well for the Russians as they thought. They expected a blitzkrieg and to take Kiev in a couple of days. They haven't managed to do that.